Welcome, Strategy Battle Gamers, to another GBHL YouTube channel video. You're here with your channel host, GBHL James.
And GBHL Jamie. It's Speak Friendly Question number 91.
91. It's number 91. Thank you very much for joining us. As you can see, we're looking rather smart and coordinated.
I know, right?
Yeah, what did you say? Burgundy's not your colour?
Burgundy. Well, red is just not a normal colour for me.
It's wine, my dear. It's wine. These are the t-shirts, the event t-shirts for the Do you want to get up nice and close? Show off your chest. Show off your chest. Look at that.
Wait, where's the? There it is. Oh,
look at that in a nice golden Madeira colour. These are the ReDesolation of Stockport 2015 event shirts.
it's cool.
Yeah, which is very, very, very cool. And of course, that's apt because it happens
Next week.
Next week. So I hope you guys out there who are coming are very excited. Over 70, Jamie.
Has it made it?
71. I've just seen.
Oh, you just taking a photo. There's a guy. Oh, speak to that. Someone got in touch with me about buying a ticket.
Right.
I said to send it to you.
Maybe it's that same person.
Yeah.
Or maybe I could.
What name was it? Do you remember?
I won't even.
Andrew
Morrison?
Morrison?
No, it wasn't Andrew Morrison. Oh, it could be 72.
Yeah, he could do something.
Are you looking forward to playing in a Stockport?
It'll be fun.
Obviously, you are a rules pack reader.
Yeah, I've not read the rules pack.
Oh, have you not?
No, I didn't bother.
Oh, well, that's a shame. Because there's all kinds of things in there. But hopefully it'll be really, really good fun. I'm looking forward to welcoming everybody to Stockport, of course. So this is Speak Friendly Question. We're going to be doing it off the phone. And there's a reason for that. I did load it up on my laptop before I came in. But a bunch of questions have been asked because I did make a call for them. So let's get started. So first of all, we have Phoenix 9999 Rising. He's put, great stuff, lads. Loved seeing some of the terrain boards from Nova. That minus Morgul. Minas Morgul, sorry.
Wow.
Minus Morgul. I don't know what that was all about. Minas Morgul. It was tremendous. It was superb. So well done, Rob from LOTR SBG Battles.
Yeah.
He's put, sad to say, I won't be able to make Desolation Stockport. Well, you're one of the only people in the whole world who can't. Clearly. Maybe able to make something in a few months into next year though. Plenty of tournaments across the whole country, so make sure you keep an eye out for those. Question 1, how's the terrain making coming along, Jamie? And where do you get your know-how, inverted commas, from? Where do you get your know-how from?
Just try and make it work. But I've not actually done any terrain building in a long time.
Yeah, you got the bit between the teeth, didn't you? You went and got some plastic card and some foam board.
I did the Dwaradelf and some bits for.
May I borrow those?
No, I've lost them.
Are you joking?
No, I lost them. Yeah, in the move, I think they just got put into a plastic bag. My parents must have found them and gone, "What is this?" And threw it away.
Oh dear me.
So you may not borrow.
If anybody would like to bring some terrain, because we might be, we've got a fair amount here, but
35 tables.
35 tables. The most we've had to fill before is 31.
31, yeah, and that was towards the end. Some of them were looking a bit ropey.
Yes, they were. However, I picked up some bits.
I've got bits of terrain at home now as well.
So, if people can contribute towards that, of course.
We'll get in touch with like Damien and some.
Yeah, please can you bring some trees?
Some terrain.
Please can you bring some trees? But question 2, with regards to our production models, have you ever thought about organising an email campaign to Games Workshop over certain models? I believe that GW did, at one point, bring back Boromir, Captain of the White Tower, into production after fan complaints. Is that true?
I don't think so. I think it was that they found some. So sold.
In a warehouse.
Yeah, well, it's very possible.
It is possible. If you ever worked in a warehouse, then
things go missing, things get found.
Yeah.
But I don't think, even with a fan spamming of the inboxes, they would do it.
No.
I think
it's past that.
It's just gone.
There was something on the Great British Hobbit League Facebook group.
Just like the 1% thing.
Yeah, the 1% thing, which sounds about right, to be honest.
Yeah.
Sounds about right, and it's the same reason why Warhammer Fantasy has, of course, gone as well. So, so I'm sure they're looking forward to getting that off their neck as a business. Seeing as Desolation of Stockport is upcoming, it would be a good place to inquire on players on what they would like to see back, and couple that with your contacts, over stateside with a decent sized campaign, in my view, is possible, whilst potentially allowing Games Workshop to take pre-orders to show how much interest there is and possible to be in certain numbers. The community isn't big enough.
No.
We are a niche within a niche.
Yeah.
I was explaining this to my mum when I told her what.
We're about sort of, you know what? Is this? We've got 3,000 subscribers. Many of them not probably active.
Yeah.
Like active enough to get out there and.
I think there can't be any more than 10,000 players worldwide.
I think there'd be quite a lot, but you know, we're just not buying enough. We weren't buying enough in bulk. It's just not going to happen.
No, certainly not. I was trying to explain this to my mum when I told her what I did, and of course we were going to Washington. Of course, she then suddenly thought this is a massive thing. And I was like, no, you don't understand. Like we are a niche within a niche. You know, and we just service that, which happens to be a few thousand people. So yeah, I'm afraid that's likely not to happen. Your question's cut off then, so make sure you ask a question next week. So we've got the Norwegian Viking next.
Andreas, he says, thanks for my legendary status, guys. Consider it a donation towards your great effort and continued inspiration. So something last week.
I must have called him a legend. He is a bit of a legend.
He actually looked at airfare tickets for October this weekend, but he can't get it off work to make it in time. If only he could teleport. He is, however, looking at 2 trips next year, since you can let the cat out of the bag during your washing up section. Oh, you must have.
I told them that we've got 2 events booked in next year.
April and October. Give us a bit of time, and maybe we can get a British invasion to Norway someday.
Yeah, sounds really good. Lots of people coming over next year from various countries. I hear certain countries want their revenge. It's big. So it's begun. So next up we have got clarification on last week's question. Dwalin, champion of Airball, can use either double-handed weapon or 2 axes. His rules allow him to do so, as does his war gear and points.
They're not going to take it.
However, the model from Thorin's company and young Dwalin both come with 2 axes. The starter set model has 2 axes on his back, in addition to his hammer, while young Dwalin only comes with 2 axes.
That's correct.
Yeah, because he was
on the model.
On the model, that's right. Yeah. So in the this is what we were saying. In the profile,
you've got to use what you're equipped with.
Yeah.
So that's 2 anyway.
The Captain of Airball model, now discontinued, again comes with 2 axes, but only has rules to buy a shield.
It's just modelling inconsistencies in the rules. You've got to use what's in the rule set, not on the model.
Yeah. It bugs me no end as I play strict Airball list, and to this day I've been telling players that the captain is having to parry the 2nd axe to grant him the shield rule. But I'd rather just pay 5 points and tell folks he has 2 axes.
And get an extra attack, which then makes him much better than he is.
Yeah, so no, you can't do that, I'm afraid. Same goes for young Dwalin. The model is from Erebor times when he fought alongside Thror, Thrain, etc. during the height of Erebor's glory. However, he has 2 axes, 1 in each hand. So basically your point is about, again it cuts off there, but your point is about how models are modelled.
And not what they're... Yeah, you have to go with what they're armed with, and you just sort of make up, you know... He gets Burley and +1 because he's so furiously hammering away with his axes rather than, you know, doing it with a 2-handed weapon.
Exactamundo.
Be a bit more abstract. Your thoughts about it.
So I hope that helps there, War. So next up we've got the Dr Pepper machine.
Says hello, long time no question. My question this week is, since the One Ring website has been down for several weeks and now Dagalad doesn't appear to know how to fix it or understand what the problem is, would the GBHL be interested in starting a similar website for the community? It could feature something like the Vault for exclusive videos and content for site funding, articles that only appear on the website like Beasts of War, and of course a forum for community FAQs, work in progress and trades. Maybe some of the DCHL guys could help you out for a combined effort.
I remember this question. We answered this question last week.
Did we? I think it's a similar one.
No, we answered it from him. It's exactly the same question.
Oh yeah, make it happen, Captain. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Are we doing the same?
No, I don't think so. 55 minutes ago. No.
No, yeah, it's fine.
No, we answered that question last week. Just so that you know. So go and check out last week's Speak Funny question. Okay, so next up we've got the AJ Gamer. What do you guys think of the Gondor list I'm building? It is Faramir with horse, heavy armour, lance and shield. Good. And then your other heroes are Madril / Kyrian, so one of those. And then Damrod. Front rank, you've got 14 warriors and ministerial with shield and 4 guards of the Fountain Court with shield. And back rank, you've got 6 Citadel Guard with spear, 6 Citadel Guard with longbow and spear, and 6 Rangers with spear. Thanks in advance. How many warriors have you got there? So that's 18, 31. 6. Have you got? So you've got 18, and then he's got 12 on top of that, so 13 and 36. Yeah, okay.
It's good for a limit.
Yeah, seems like a pretty good.
Decent. Out of those, I personally would go with Madril, but
Yeah, for
+1 and bow with 3 mic.
Yeah. There you go. So I hope that helps the AJ gamer.
And it's a nice theme that might draw Damrod and Faramir are fighting together.
Yeah, it's more your Skillia, sort of the Rangers.
Despite Faramir being heavy armoured.
Yeah. But he's pretty good. Pretty good. How many points is that in total? Must be about 500 points.
About 500 points.
Maybe 600 points.
75, about 150 or so, 170 on the heroes. So yeah, you're looking about 400, 500 points.
Okay, yeah, I think that looks reasonably solid for that kind of points level. Okay, so next up we've got Mr. Snoblar.
He says, yes James, I've paid, I'm Gethin Watkins. I didn't have a question ready for this week, but felt that as I was commenting I should ask one. With the way Hobbit SBG is going and models becoming discontinued, do you think it's better now to spend money on buying most armies or buy models that look awesome which you'll just use for display and not necessarily for armies?
What do you reckon?
Well, I've pretty much stopped buying Lord of the Rings now. There's not much out there that.
Yeah, I feel like I've got most of the stuff that I need, and
I think it'd be, if I was going to buy anything, it'd be the cool stuff now. The things that I'd be upset if they went out of production tomorrow and I'd be like, oh, I should have bought it, but I'm probably not going to.
Yeah, I've probably got into a point now where, in terms of buying new, I don't really need any of the things new. Like maybe on a whim. So it's more kind of checking out trade forums for little holes and stuff with ideas that I've got for potential armies in the future and the like. So yeah, do whatever you want to do, buddy. So next up we've got Charles Sims. He's put, and I put this on the Great British Hobbit League Facebook group because when he asked it I had no idea. But can a Fel Warg charge a model which is wearing an elven cloak?
So this came up at the weekend, but I want to hear your thoughts on it.
Well, my initial reaction was yes.
Yeah.
And my initial reaction was yes because I'm pretty sure, even though I didn't have a rule in front of me, that the Fel Warg rule is that they don't need to have line of sight to charge something. Now, yeah, you could go, yeah, well, as words as written, the Elven Cloak doesn't say anything about line of sight, it's something that you can't target, but that's just rules stacking in a way that's not intended, really.
That's what we all said at the weekend as well.
Yeah, so it's clearly intended for
getting around that, charging around. Well, we're thinking the thing that I use to explain it, that you don't need to like charge around a corner. You've got no line of sight to your target, so you're not an eligible target. But they don't need that. They just move into, if they come into contact, they count as charging.
Yeah. Yeah. So
if he charges, he's not a target. He's just moving into base contact with him, and it counts.
And again, let's look at the intentions here. The intentions for the model is that it can sniff something out.
Smell someone. Yeah.
It's not like it makes them broken or anything. Yeah. You know what I mean? They need all the help they can get, and I think that that's the reason why it's there, really. So that'd be my answer. Okay, so next up we've got Thomas Horatio.
He says, my question this week is, how will the awards for best painted, best themed, and most sporting be decided at ReDos? Will they all be voted and decided by those attending or the tournament organiser?
So I know the answer to this.
I hope so.
Well, what we've done in the past is we've got Kev Lawrence to sort of pick out 10, and then from that 10,
the community vote.
Yeah, we've had the community vote for one, and then we've had Kev Lawrence of Shadow and Flame vote for the other. The issue was that until relatively recently, under peer pressure, Kev wasn't going to be coming. Yeah. But prodded by the likes of Ian Marley, myself, and Dave Fredericks, who is coming, Shadow, of course. Flame's coming. Prodded by those guys, he has decided to come. However, I'm not going to go away from what we were going to do. There will be, I'll ask all armies to be put on display in the display area on lunch on day one, and everybody will have voting slips, and they can vote for the fluffiest army, which is basically the best theme, the one they think is the most fluffy, at the expense of its competitiveness is the important part of that. Best painted and most sporting day one, that will be voted for towards the end as well. So that's what we want, and that's how will happen. In your swag bags, which I've been filling today, you'll have a little slip which you can fill those in for us. Cool. So I hope that helps. So next up we have got Stephen Draculek. He's coming to the ReDesolation of Stockport. He's put, hi guys, I'm planning my ReDesolation of Stockport army list and I can't quite decide who I should take as a leader. What's your opinion? Yeah, well, lots of people are doing it at the moment. Yeah. Very much the meta. They're becoming the meta. Goblin armies. Yeah, filthy goblin armies with goblin shamans. You've seen a lot of them.
I think they're growing in popularity, but they're not changing the meta because the meta currently is Rivendell Knights.
There's a lot of Rivendell Knights, but I think there's equally as many goblin hordes.
No, there was only 2 at the weekend. Really? Mansfield, yeah, me and Steve.
Interesting. There seems to be a lot out there. A lot of people talking about bringing them in.
People talk about them, but
yeah. I've seen a lot anyway. But so you put Shagrat War Leader as a general and his overall profile. Shagrat War Leader's good. He's got, he's got 3s in the right places.
He's got 3 wounds, 3 attacks, 3/3/3 on Might Will Fate. Defense 7 as well, fight 5. And if he charges something that's infantry, he knocks it down like cavalry. But he's not terrible.
No, he's good. He's pretty good.
25. I think
he's pretty good. The one thing that you might say with that is that, well, you know, he's the kind of leader that you want to throw in there and do damage. So, is he going to give away leader VPs if he finds himself getting killed?
Yeah,
but at least he's got the resilience, I suppose, to fight it out. I think not a bad choice really. Do well in that last scenario. So next up we've got GFHFHFG.
He says, hey guys, a couple more questions. Will you ever give the War of the Ring system a review, and will you ever try about reports of it?
I've actually done a speak friend question, frequently asked question.
Yeah, we did, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah, about this. So if you go and check out that series, we actually do a video where we cover all of this. So go and look into our backlog of videos and check out the speak friend and question FAQ playlist, and we've got a full answer in there which goes on for a while. So next up we've got Shen Barnes. He's put opinions on the Taskmaster profile and rules.
Very cool. I think he's fluffy, but he's also very powerful.
Yeah, can do quite a lot given that might.
Yeah, give him 3 might.
3 might's always good.
It always feels odd. I think there should be a list of things that he can. Like if it was a perfect world, there'd be a list of things that he can taskmaster. Yeah. Like it'd be like orc captains, orc shamans, not Sauron, not a ring wraith.
Yeah.
You wouldn't whip Sauron into work faster.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Like a hierarchy of people that he can goad up to do better.
Yeah, very, very annoying to come up against as well. You know, just that little moment where you groan, where it's like, oh, he's got that for free.
You got a free move.
I know
you got a free heroic strike.
I've had to use yours. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain. So next up we got Lord Draconium. It's a long question, but it does cut off. So
thank you, Jamie and James, for the information. I have managed to find the books and just waiting for Moria, Free People's Fallen Realms, Kings and Men to get here. Well done. By the time you read this, it might be here. But I've been lucky. The local store does have some models, so I picked up a few of them, including Hunter Orcs and Fell Wargs. The Warg models look cool. One model I would like to paint is Gandalf the Grey Mounted. I might have to try my hand at sculpting since I know he's out of production. As well, I've been talking with someone who wants to play the game, so I hopefully have an opponent.
That's good.
So he was flipping through the main rulebook and saw you could take allies, but was wondering, would Azog be able to join a Mordor or Isengard army? I read that he has the I Am the Master, and just then thought of Lurtz, one of my favourite bad guys, with another favourite model would look cool. Great content, keep up good work. I enjoy the show and would love to see more army showcases.
Well, I'm glad that you enjoy it, and I'm sure that we will do more army showcases in the future. I've got those in the line.
And as for allies, yeah, any evil can ally with any evil, so of course you can do it. Yes.
As long as you follow your warband rules, which of course the hero has to take troops from the same list if he does decide to bring troops. What have you missed?
Yeah, I dropped it. You've got that one.
I got this one. So we hope that answers your question. Make sure you ask one for us next week. So next up we've got Crocodile. He's put, hi, I have great news. I've found a local club with a Lord of the Rings SBG campaign going on, and I've been asked to participate as Mordor. That's good news. That's really cool. Never played Mordor before, and I've never played against them either, so I am in deep trouble trying to be as hard as Sauron. I've been looking on the GBHL channel for a Mordor week to get some start tips, but cannot find any.
It's definitely there.
Have we done Mordor week?
Yeah, we did them all.
Did we definitely do Mordor week? I'm sure we did them all.
Yeah.
There's definitely Mordor week out there.
I'm sure we did. I'm sure we discussed Sauron and his ring at length.
Yeah, I think we did. I think we did.
I hope we did.
No, we did. It's there.
Yeah, well, that's a week's content.
I'm sure we've done reviews on all of the army books. So
I thought we did, because that inspired Tom and Damien to do the old source books. I'm pretty sure we did.
Yeah, they waited for us to finish before they did the full Necromancer one. So yeah, go and check that out. It does exist.
I'm going to search.
You're worried now. I had that little moment of doubt as well. You put, are you guys planning on reviewing the Mordor source book in the near future? Well, we believe that we've done it, which is, if we haven't, that's the only reason we haven't done it, is because we think that we have. My second and last question is my army list so far. I know I'm going to meet Gondor. I suspect Aragorn, Rohan and Durin's folk. My allies are Haradrim and Isengard. I will surely make some battles with them too. Do you have any suggestions on how to change my army to be better and expand it over 500 points? I have an Nazgul, Fellbeast, Shelob, a Boxerman and an Orc, Shagrat War Leader and a Mordor Troll Chieftain still in their boxes. Any ideas? Any ideas for...
Sorry, you have to answer this, I'm searching.
Nazgul, Shelob, Boxer, Moran and Orc. Moran and Orcs are good as a basic line there. You've got plenty of heroes. Maybe expand out, get a few more troops, get an orc shaman in there. Perhaps would be not the worst shout in the world. Maybe get some basic orcs and an orc shaman. So you're giving everything fury. I think that'd be the next natural step.
We've done Mordor.
Really?
We've done Fallen Necromancer, that was Tom and Damien, Free People's Week, Moria Langmar Week, Fallen Realms Week, Kingdoms of Men Week, and there's nothing else, no Mordor in there.
I know where we're confused. We talked about Sauron in length because we unboxed one.
Yeah.
A Finecast one. Okay, well that Mordor week will be coming to you very, very soon.
It's a good week.
It's content.
Yeah.
So next up we've got Clint Whitney. He's one of my Mackie D's buddies.
Hey guys, I took Old Man to Rohan to our last event. They didn't do terribly either. 1 win and a narrow loss. What points match do you think Rohan is best at?
500.
Also, my cousin has taken a real liking to the GBHL dice. No joke, they were all 6s half the time. I gave away good ones.
The reason why I think 500 is because, well, it's for all mounted, it's 500. At 600 points when from the skulls, I took infantry as well, didn't I?
Yeah.
Is because when you start going higher points, you start coming up against big things that can really give you a lot of problems. So Sorcerer's Blast from Wizards is an absolute pain when you're all mounted, and monsters. You know, those kind of things. Casters and monsters, you're going to come up against at higher points. So it becomes very, very difficult. And if you try and take a caster yourself, you're going to massively limit your numbers because mounting things is expensive. Having the cavalry models is expensive, so you're going to make your army a lot smaller. 500 points for an all-mounted seems to be the sweet spot. I think lower points level, you can't get in all the things that you need. So, so I hope that helps. That's my justification for all-mounted Rohan.
Cool.
So next up, Matsy. He didn't ask a full question. I actually answered him back. He was asking if he can ask us things that aren't to do with Lord of the Rings. I said yes. So we've got Ryan Shady Shaw. His uncle Alwood is coming to ReDesolation. But hi guys, I've had a good old think about the ReDesolation of Stockport, and unfortunately I will not be able to make it. But that is a shame. But to everyone who attends, have a brilliant weekend. I'm sure we will. Question time. In all fairness, I don't even have a question due to not really being back in the hobby. So let's get random. If you could only choose one army to play with for the rest of your Lord of the Rings gaming, which kind of squad would you go for? Mine would be what I used at Stockport: Dark Marshal, Witch King, Shadow Lord, and 2 Black Numenorean Marshals all mounted, just because they look cool as hell. Anyway, I'm off to make a cuppa. Thanks guys, Ryan S. All mounted Rohan.
What else? if there was only one, be them.
Yeah, although I did enjoy using Legolas and Gandalf, it's fun. But yeah, Rohan for sure. So next up we've got Nomajestus.
He says, sorry for being out of the loop for so long guys. I've been very busy with university and my holidays and I've almost forgotten about it.
What?
He says, I hope you can forgive me. Now for questions, what is your opinion on Gothmog when using a Mordor army? He's not that cheap and he's not that strong in combat. He's alright. As someone like the newer version of Shagrat or a Fighting Wraith. His special rule of course is very good, but is he worth the points? And when he is worth, would you give him a warg or deploy him on foot?
I'd definitely put him on a warg. We always recommend mounting things, and that should be one of his advantages over Shagrat, is the fact that he can be mounted, as well as a very, very, very potentially destructive special rule.
Yeah. Unless he's one of those heroes who wants to be charging troops, not heroes.
Yeah, definitely.
And
even if cheap troops with him.
Yeah, and even if he does charge a hero, and you know, ideally they'd be the same fight or lower, the heroic strike and he matches for free.
Yeah.
So it can be nice to get in there, or you know, your orc captain heroic strikes, they counter, and then he counters for free with a higher fight value.
Yeah, yeah. No, I actually think that he's pretty good, and I won't worry too much about his cost, because within that army
you can get very cheap.
Yeah, you can get cheap troops.
Also, what is your favourite scenario from the original Journey books? Mine has to be either Boromir's Last Stand or the one with Aragorn and Gimli holding off the Uruk-hai in front of Helm's Deep.
I've only played a few.
The Return of the King, they're not very good, I don't think. I've read the Two Towers ones, and I quite like the ones with Rohan at the beginning. Some of them look really cool. Like there's someone like the Westfold's Last Stand or something. Yeah. They're quite cool. With the Eastfold.
I really enjoyed it when we played Balin's Tomb. That was good.
That was good.
Yeah, that was good fun. We enjoyed that, didn't we?
Yeah,
and also when we did ages and ages ago, before GBHL Damien was GBHL Damien. And before GBHL Tom was GBHL Tom, we filmed the Amon Hen.
The Amon Hen, that was very cool. That was really cool to watch.
The 2-part Amon Hen, that was just so full of fluffy goodness. It was just great fun to film as well, so very much enjoyed. So next up we've got Ryan Tully. He's put, hey lads, I'm going to my first tournament early next month. it's not ReDesolation of Stockport by any chance, is it? Because if it is, look at these bad boys. You put, so for this week's question, do you have any advice concerning general tournament etiquette?
Never touch your opponent's models.
Unless they say you can.
Unless they say you can.
If you are about to do something like that, do you mind if I... Do you want to do that?
A few little things. If you agree that a model's in range, it's in range. Don't later on say it's not.
Don't get upset if you both disagree on something. Just you know, be a gentleman about it and call over your tournament organiser. Never be afraid to get your tournament organiser over.
Read as a tournament organiser. Read your rule books first. Try and sort it out between yourselves. If you've read the rules and you still can't come to an agreement, then get a decision and accept the decision gracefully, even if it goes against you.
Yeah, definitely would agree with that. A bit of etiquette that somebody taught me in my early days was when you roll your dice, pick out your unsuccessful ones.
Yeah, and leave the successes.
Leave the successes there, but pick out your unsuccessful ones.
Yeah, because if you start picking up your successful ones, you might pick up an unsuccessful one, and then you end with too many.
Yeah, exactly.
And give them a chance to see as well. Don't like just roll and pick up.
I hate that.
You're like, I didn't know if that was actually.
Yeah, I'm sorry, pal. What? And make sure you explain what you're doing as well.
Yeah.
Like a running commentary is good. Don't just be rolling and go. Okay, this is happening now. This is what I'm doing. This is the roll for that, because I've been in a situation before. But what were you rolling dice for then?
As well.
Oh yeah, I killed him. No, you didn't. You didn't tell me you were killing him.
Yeah. There's also, if you're picking the combats as your priority, point out clearly what the combats are. Because if you go to that one and you just point in the general direction, you know, I might see the one-on-one, you might see your 3 on my 1.
Yeah.
You know, you roll 3 dice and I go, whoa, what's going on here?
Yeah. Well, that's up.
Oh, what a shielded. And it's just that kind of thing. It's like, oh, you've seen what I've got now, so it's like, well, you didn't say clearly which combat. So just the things you'd want to be clear on for you, be clear on when you're doing it.
It should be nice, be a pleasure. When you're losing, don't let your head go down. That can be really frustrating for an opponent as well. Is if fair and square, you know, if you start off having a good game, but just because you're losing, your head goes down and you stop being interested in the game, that can be quite rude. So make sure you give your opponent a great game, be magnanimous even if you're losing, and carry on playing the game. Don't just be like, oh, well, I'm not bothering now, I'm going to concede. You know, because then it takes away from what they're doing really. So
Unless you get your 3rd place.
And just to annoy you, this is the list I'm taking. Glorfindel, Horse, Armour, Gonland, good. 10 High Elves with Spear and Shield, 1 High Elf Banner with Spear, Shield. Comes to 300 points.
No, he's not coming to us then.
No, he's not. Thanks, and keep them coming. On 300 points, good hero and decent
Solid
troops.
shoot.
Yeah.
Well, nothing to do there.
Okay, so next up we've got Christian Lintz.
Hey guys, great video, I need your help. Am I allowed to take a warrior with banner and add a shield to increase his defence? Yes. Another big thing, what about a siege bat rep video like Helm's Deep or a fictional castle? Thanks for the great community work and greetings from Deutschland.
I think we should do it at some point.
Yeah.
We've been on the list, but they don't come up that often. So
we've got a mini one coming up with battle companies, like a really, really small siege.
That is what a spoiler! Yeah, don't say anything else.
No.
But that was so much fun. We cannot say anything else, but keep an eye out for an upcoming
There is a
battle.
mini little siege, a tiny little.
It's cool though.
Yeah, it's good.
It looks cool.
Next one.
Okay.
We'll start editing them next week, hopefully that's Sunday.
Yeah, take your time because it'll be worth it if
they do nice. Yeah.
Jack Cole animation. If you piercing strike and win the fight, do you still get the +1 to wound after you increase your strength by D3 if you have a 2-handed weapon?
Yep.
You certainly do. Thanks. That was an easy one. That was a Jamie one.
Yeah. Kevin Demansky. Hey guys, no questions. Want to say the Nova Open videos were awesome. Keep up the great work and great content. All the best from the Great White North. Next up,
good for us content-wise, wasn't it?
It's a word for something else.
Which one?
That name.
Well, is this going to trip me up?
Not maybe. It's a semi swear. It's not really a swear. It's just a name for you remember. Wang. You remember. That's how you can get away saying it on the channel.
Member! I've not heard it called a member for a long time. Anyway. Wang11. Hi guys, quick question. I was wondering how Azog or Bol could lead Moria Goblins or other Moria Warriors. Cheers. I don't believe so.
Bol? No.
Bo can't, can he?
No, neither of them.
No.
No, sorry.
No.
Needs to be the heroes from Moria.
Yeah. Make sure you check out in the army books. It will tell you which heroes can lead which troops based on their lists. I'll read the next one. Acathlon 39. I'm sure this question has been asked before, but just wondering, what out of production model would you guys both want that you can't get or won't pay a stupid amount for?
Gildor. Probably my other one. It's the only one that sort of rounds out my Wood Elf heroes.
Thorongil.
It was never in production.
True, but I just can't get hold of it. Everything I've got most of the things I want. I don't think of anything that wouldn't be that hard to get. Oh, I'll tell you what I want actually, and if somebody wants to help me out with that, this would be great. I would love
Someone bleached something.
Yeah, it smells a bit like bleach. I want the Helm's Deep mounted Theoden, which I've had before and traded it away, in metal. That's what I want. The metal Helm's Deep mounted Theoden. That's the helmetless one. If anyone wants to help me out with that, get in touch. So next question is cause I like to.
Did you finish his question?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
What's the most you pay for models you don't have, such as Baragon, Gildor, etc.? See, as much as I want Gildor, I don't care for having that much, so 20 quid maybe.
Oh! I thought of another one. Aemma! The one helmetless Aemma from Defenders of Rohan.
Yeah. How much would you pay for him?
I'm not really a fan of paying more than 15, 20 quid for a single model. I think I paid about 20 quid for the Captain of Rohan with the axe, which I think is actually a really good price, because it goes for 30, 40 odd quid. I think, I can't remember, I might pay more.
Next up we got Cause I Like To. He says, almost forgot, for the Swan Knights, would it be suitable for me to use the command and convert the banners as foot troops? Still cheaper than Lake Town though, thanks again.
Oh, because you can't get the Swan Knights on foot.
Banner as foot troops. I guess so, yeah. Like if you want all captains and converted banners as your foot dismounts, then yeah. I assume we've not got too many Swan Knights in the list.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Resco Nesco.
Resco Nesco. He's put, don't know what happened, just completely forgot to comment. Have got a lot of work to do before Stockport. Yeah, he's coming to ReDesolation. We'll see you next week, buddy. This was a point brought up by David Alexander, that the Mummock is cool because he has really good stats, but has a downside, so his points cost is cheaper than it otherwise would be. Unlike Sauron, who has really good stats, but is really expensive. Just for fun, have you got any ideas for rules for downsides of a model like Sauron or the Balrog? I think they do have downsides because of scenario play.
Yeah, that's the flip side, is that you have one really strong model, but you lose out in the scenarios that require you to have numbers and an objective.
Yep, so Lords of Battle will be good for you.
Yeah, whilst you can kill a lot, if you can just keep him in place, you know, get one on him a turn, he can't hurl, so he can be tagged.
Yeah, they do have downsides. Big expensive models do have downsides.
And if you've got a wizard and you are able to shut him down, he's not doing anything that one turn, that's 400 points of your army that isn't doing anything.
There you go. So very clear answer there for you, buddy. So next up we've got Samuel Taylor, our friend over in the Ontario Strategy Battle Gaming League.
He says, hey Rohan experts, I was thinking about making a new army list. Aragorn on horse, Legolas on horse, Theoden on horse, and a bunch of riders of Rohan.
What a beautiful theme.
Yeah.
Warg attack.
At Nova, I was loving Wood Elves with heroic accuracy and Aragorn's free might. Could be great for heroic moves and such. What do you guys think?
I think if you can get Aragorn into a Rohan army,
yeah,
considering his cost, and therefore you're going to have a lot less numbers because you're taking cavalry, then well done you. I did it for, was it 400 points or 450 points at Huddersfield, the one that I went to earlier this year, like a day tournament. I took Eowyn and then took all Sons of Hail and then took Aragorn.
Yeah,
Stridor. Well, it wasn't really, because once they start dying,
it just goes
it's so expensive.
It was a shame I never got to play any of you at the GT. I'm now sad that James dodged me. Haha.
Dodged you?
Yeah, he dodged you.
I'll take you any time.
Next up, we got some scrub.
Some scrub. You are, of course, referring to Cool Steve Grove, Northwest Hobbit campaign. Hey guys, no question.
Top Table Gaming.
Oh yeah, he's got a YouTube channel now.
His channel?
Going up in the world.
Altering and Wargamers.
That's right, yeah, and they had a very successful first meet, so if anybody wants to go and who lives in Altrincham
or the area surrounding,
he is setting up a little bit of a gaming meet every other Tuesday, I believe.
Yeah.
Every other Tuesday, and it looks like it's going to be popular and lots of different games, so it's a bit of a shout out to Steve.
Yeah. I'm sure he'll mention it in a second as well.
Yeah, probably. But no question, just a quick good luck for ReDos. Don't think you'll need it. And just saying, just to say, really looking forward to it. Keep up the good work, the four of you, and thanks on behalf of the community. If it wasn't for the GBHL, I probably would never have got involved in the scene as much as I am today, and not met and made the amount of new friends I have. Cheers, guys. I hope to see you down at the new gaming club soon. Cheap plug. We thought it might come.
We've done it for you.
P.S. If not GBHL, Steve, can't get some red dice, there's something wrong with the world. Hook me up.
He's obsessed.
Just wait out.
Red patron dice.
Wait, has he not supported you on Patreon?
Not $30.
Well, that's the issue then, isn't it?
Yeah, that's how he gets the red dice.
That's the issue.
And his addiction will get it.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Like, I met Steve in a scout hut where I ran circuit classes, you know, when we used to play 6, 7, 8 hour games for that initial bit before we met you, and realised how we're supposed to play the game. And that it wasn't supposed to drag on so long. And look at where he is now. Came third.
Third, yeah.
What did he take with him?
Goblin Town.
Goblin Town?
Yeah.
With a Shaman?
Got some easy draws though.
Oh, Sour Jamie comes out.
Yeah. No, we were on the table next to each other. We were like, "So what have you drawn?" I drawn another Moria Goblin Horde. And I was like, "Oh, okay." Steve, what have you drawn? Are you drawn a small Wood Elf list? He was like, "All right, what game is it?" Oh, it's Domination. God damn it!
So it's all about.
Yeah, it's lucky draws do that to you. And this has come from Jay Finnegan. He wanted me to announce this.
Jay Finnegan of Guild Ball Informer.
Guild Ball Informer, yeah.
Ah,
because they've got obviously their own little lovers' tiff going on because now Steve's podiumed. Jay's the only one from our little gaming.
He almost podiumed, and I took it away from him.
Which is even more so.
He's podiumed on the video, and then it got taken away from him at the end cut.
Jay would like it to be known that Steve borrowed 24 goblins from him, and they were the 24 with axes.
Boo! Mind you, to be fair, when I'm picking out my rides of Rohan, I do try and pick out the ones that have got the axes.
Might as well.
It's more competitive. Yeah. I like the pose.
Sure.
We've given a couple of people a couple of cheap plugs. I actually think this isn't a bad time for a very quick little scouring
of YouTube.
We've not done one of these properly for a while.
I don't really know what it is. What do they have to do?
A scouring on YouTube is when we bug somebody on YouTube. We put a link in the description below and we spam the video.
You have to put a link in the video now.
Yeah, I can do it. I'm filming. It used to be you go on and edit because just to leave context at the bottom still. I didn't know what that meant. So what I want you to do, I want you to clink the link. Clink. I want you to clink. It's a new word. It's going in dictionary. I want you to clink.
I think clink's already a word. It's like when two things, like two spoons hit each other. That makes it clink.
Made it. Totally own it. I came up with that. I want you to click on the link in the video description below, which will link you to a YouTube video, and it's going to be a YouTube video of Blackfire Productions. I think that it's worth giving these guys a shout out because it came to my mind because they've been in one of our battle reports now, which you'll
they're going to be in another one soon.
Going to be in another one soon. But this guy gets about because he gets about Mr. Marcel Adam. Yep. Lovely guy. Really enjoyed meeting him at Nova. He gets about. I like watching Guerrilla Miniature Games.
Yeah, they met, didn't they?
And he's in the battle report there. And I was doing a washing up the other day. No Palantir to watch. Unfortunately, he'd already watched it. So I typed in. Got a 40k thing going on in my mind at the moment. So you know where you go through phases and stuff. And I typed in Space Wolf battle report. And who should pop up? Adam Marcel playing mini wargamer J. And I'm like, I've seen him on like 3 or 4 different channels, like just randomly. So he probably doesn't need it. But this is a scouring
of YouTube
for Adam Marcel Blackfire Productions. So make sure you go and comment on his video and say I came here from the GBHL, and make sure you subscribe and like his channel. He's going to be doing lots of Hobbit content. Okay, so next up we've got Mark Bebe. He's coming to ReDesolation.
Oh, cool. He says, "Hi guys, in my 700-point Lake Town militia force, I don't have bows. But I have 3. Should I take them or just have 3 with shield that I have now? See you in Stockport. If you've not got any bows, I think you're doing it wrong with Lake Town, but there's no point taking 3. So I'd go for shields.
Yeah, 3 is not going to really help you.
3 will not do anything.
But do you know what? It's always better to max out wherever you can, or don't do it at all.
Yeah.
Getting caught somewhere in the middle means that you are going to get outshot against the
shooty armies,
and you're going to get outfought against the combat armies.
Mighty armies, yeah.
Yes, you're going to put yourself in a bad place. Next up, we've got Cos I Like To again. He's put, "Hi guys, you only have 12 comments at the moment." That quickly changed, got about 40 odd. Yeah. But thanks very much for lending your support. So I'm here to help you fill the hour, this video. 1, who's your favourite mounted model? My favourite is Saruman Orthanc, on sale at the moment.
He's pretty cool. Legolas mounted.
Yeah, I would agree with you, definitely.
For a mounted model, yeah.
He's a beautiful model to paint as well.
Probably Legolas, old Legolas mounted.
Check out, yeah, old Legolas mounted. Check out my hobby vlogs
Yeah.
to see one of those being painted up. Good call. 2, who should a mounted Thryden lead in a force with Thryden, Saruman mounted and Green at 700 points, not including warriors?
What? That's impossible.
Not including warriors? What do you mean?
Like not including Morokai warriors? Dunlending warriors?
Yeah, maybe you need to clarify that for next week.
Yeah, re-ask that question.
If you could see one themed army at a tournament, what would it be? Thanks for your great videos and responses.
If you see one themed army...
A themed army, perhaps, that we've not seen?
If you could see one...
I like the idea of the 3 hunters on foot meeting Aemma, Marshal of the Riddermark, with riders. I really like that theme.
That's cool.
Halbrand, twins, all mounted, Range of the North.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think that's a 1,000-point list, though.
It is, to get the 30 actual Grey Comp, because there was only 30 of them that came down, 30 Range of the North. That would be very cool, though. It would be horrible.
Grim.
It would be horrible, but...
19 Mark F91, he says, "Hey guys, when will we find out the draw for Game 1 on Saturday? Thanks and happy strategy battle gaming."
You'll find out for it.
On Saturday?
On Saturday, yeah. Some people do it. You did it, didn't you? You did it for...
The draw, yeah, it's good fun.
Yeah.
Once the lists are submitted, though, that's when I did it. So you couldn't go, "Oh, I'm playing this person, let's have a draw." I think, did I?
I don't know. Yeah, I think that's the one thing, is that then you go and you think, how am I going to win that Game 1? What's that person probably going to bring? It's going to be completely random. I did a mock-up because I'm using something different this time. So I've already seen the draw, but other things will have to come, other people will come in, so we'll just see what goes on there. Okay, so next up we've got David Whittaker. But if you record Thursday, I'll probably miss my chance, but this is Friday, so... I'll keep my question short. Sticking to the unreleased miniatures thing, it's going to prevail. It's going to be a very popular question over the next couple of years.
Yes.
Which units? Yeah, well, it will. Yeah, as the license goes and stuff. Which units with existing profiles but no models would you like to see released if GW was still at it?
What was the question? Sorry.
Weren't still at, I'm guessing.
If you record Thursday, what
would you like unreleased
which
miniatures
is
to
with
make?
existing profiles but no. There aren't many. I mean, you have to go back to Legions of Middle Earth to find the profiles without models. There aren't many that don't have them.
I guess things like mounted Range of the North.
Oh, things like that, I guess, yeah. Like the mounted versions of heroes, mounted Baragon, mounted...
Yeah.
People like that, yeah.
Yeah, mounted Baragon, mounted Fat Bismarck. I know that you can do Rivendell Knight dismounts as being obviously Rivendell foot troops, but like an actual Rivendell Knight dismount would be quite cool, that had all the gear modelled on them.
Including mounts. Just keep hold of it. Since you can't drop equipment anymore.
Yeah. No, don't do that. Elven Blade, shields, bow. Sons of Al dismounts, of course. I don't have to use. Now I can sell
It'd be nice to have like
the world's supply of Rohan captains holding dead orcs that I currently own.
It'd be nice to have things like Westfall Red Shield models and Mirkwood Guard models and
like the Kingsguard,
the upgraded versions of them. That'd be cool to see.
That would be really cool.
So you can see a differentiation.
Yeah, I agree with you there. That'd be really cool. That'd be really, really cool. So I hope that helps, David Whittaker. And so next up we've got Al Wood.
Al Wood, he says, "Thanks for clarifying the use of spells. I asked last time, guys. Time for some advice for my ReDesolation of Stockport army. I have 40 figures in the army, but no banner. Would you take the banner, although it would reduce the size of your army, and of course their breakpoint? In my case, it would reduce the number of figures to 38, or keep the higher figure count." Do we have to the death?
To the Death is the first game on day 1.
On day 1.
On day 1. What's wrong with me? I've had one Carlsberg.
Who bought it for you? What did they put in it?
Jay. Wants me to be all gushy because there's tournaments this weekend.
Yeah.
I personally think...
I think banners... my opinion has changed on banners. I think that if To the Death's in the tournament, then a banner's worthwhile. And then you'll actually get the use of it in the rest of the game. It's not like it's a redundant model. You might save 2 in a game that would have lost the combat. If you can do that, then you can say you've saved a breakpoint.
This could be a Speak Friendly question, frequently asked question, because what we think about banners comes up relatively regularly.
But it changes so often.
But the thing is, the answer stays the same, which is that when it used to be on the forums, people would say, no, you know, you'd rather have the extra 2-3 troops or whatever, you know, so you've got more models and more models to attack.
That was when banners didn't count for VPs in any scenario.
Right.
The change has come because they're actually worth VPs in that one scenario.
I think day 1, I think it's a good idea to have that banner, even though numbers are very, very important, because if you want to get into that top 8, if that's your goal, then you're going to have to
win 4 games, and you'll definitely get there.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
70. So it goes to 70, goes down to 35, goes down to 18, goes down to 9, goes down to 4.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
So 4 people will definitely be in the top 8.
Okay.
And 4 people will be competing on probably 3 wins and a draw and 3 wins and a loss. If you draw and win your 3, you're probably in there as well. So if you lose one, you need to just get max VPs as much as you can.
Yeah.
Like you can't afford to lose one and not score VPs.
I'm glad that you're here to have done that for me. Thank you.
Understand your own tournament,
yeah, what he said.
Yeah. So you need to score as many VPs as possible. A banner gets you those 2 that might take you above someone who didn't have a banner.
Yeah. Definitely got us going at Nova.
Yeah. You watched Devin from DCHL talking about having a worldwide FAQ for Lord of the Rings Hobbit SBG so that the rules are the same wherever you're playing. He thinks that's a great idea. Thanks again for the great content. Al Wood. I think we've got our own one, which everyone's free to use, and you know, if there's any community that seems to test anything out rigorously, we've got a tournament every couple of weeks, and it constantly gets added to. So,
yeah, go Great British Hobbit League!
Go with the GBHL League, or the GBH League. Next up, we got Tanya T.
Tanya, she's coming to ReDesolation.
Yep.
Hi guys, the tournament at Mansfield was great. Great fun. I won the Wooden Spoon Award. That's my next tournament paid for.
The re-entry into the tournaments.
Oh really?
It's the league final.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Yep, league final, December. Keep an eye out guys, that's really cool. My question this week is, what's the general opinion on Eagles? I know they would add some much needed movement to my dwarf army, but could I take an Eagle as a troop choice for another Wanderers in the Wild hero, and would you recommend it?
Well, yes, you can take it as a troop choice for another hero. Any hero there can lead Eagles.
I think it could complement a dwarf army reasonably well. What you could do is you could take Gambarigan, and then you get your spear support for your Durance folk. Your Woses going behind.
One eagle,
One eagle to give you that speed, to give you the high fight.
Gives you an extra bit of blowpipeness as well.
Yep.
A little bit of range.
Oh, yeah, you could have Iron Guard.
Oh, no.
Iron Guard is good.
Dwarves. Yeah, but as you say, the squishy ones that get shot.
Oh, yeah. No defense 7. But still,
yeah,
it'd be a nasty advance. So yeah, I think that it would complement it quite well. So we've got David Whittaker's asked questions twice, so we're going to go straight.
He always does that.
We're going to go to Dave Egan next.
Dave Egan is this Smaug?
This is Smaug, yeah. I don't think I was supposed to reveal it.
Oh, well,
it's not well let the secret's out.
Can you use Might to adjust Malbeth's Gift of Foresight, whatever it's called, special rule? A friendly hero within 6 inches takes a wound, rolls a 4, can the hero use Might to make it a 5? Yes, he can. It counts as a fate point.
Oh, wow.
It's a special fate roll. So the heroes get a special fate roll from it, and they can use Might to influence.
Very, very interesting.
Same with Fury. You can Might Fury roll if it's a hero.
And it's worded as a special fate point.
Special fate roll, yeah.
Not to disturb the hornet's nest, as it were. But is it worded as a special fate point?
Yeah, but at Lords of Battle it's been FAQ'd.
But it doesn't?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame, isn't it?
No, I'm lucky. No, I know.
That'd be good.
So you say it, yes!
Yeah, I was hoping there.
Yes.
Like, yes, that'd be great.
3 VP.
3 VPs. So that brings us towards the end of this week's Speak Friendly question. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Lots of redesolation questions in there.
Yeah.
Try and make sure that we get another one filmed for whilst the redesolation of Stockport is going on, and look forward to seeing all you guys who do manage to make it. Maybe you get lucky enough to play against Jamie.
Yeah, lucky.
You're going to win, aren't you?
I hope so.
Yes. You need a good run, don't you?
Yeah.
Shame that I can't fix any of these things. You know what I mean? Do you know what? Another Carlsberg I might do. Go on, get us a bag of chips. I'll do it. I'll do anything for a bag of chips. So don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe.
Support your Hobbit hobby. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter.
And happy strategy battle gaming.